Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm back with another Conquerors Blade video, and this time around we're going to be looking at the new Tier 5 unit which has just released today into Season 9, and this is the Shenji Grenadiers. Before we get into the video though, hit that subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date with the latest and greatest of Conquerors Blade. So the new Tier 5 musket unit has just released today into Season 9 of Tyranny, and this is the Tier 5 musket unit of the Shenji Grenadiers. These guys obviously are brandishing muskets. They are also brandishing some big, nice, explosive grenades as well. Now, I have unlocked the unit. I have already maxed out the unit, so I will go through the unit and what I think is the best build for it. And I'm going to tell you whether it is worth getting them or not. First off, to begin with though, best way I think personally of actually unlocking this unit is by going into your unit screen, going onto unit tree, and then going onto the second tab on the left. Go all the way down to the bottom and you can actually unlock them on the unit tree. Now these nodes at this end are always 25k worth of honor. Obviously you need to unlock everything on the line leading up to them as well, but this actually will save you having to muck about doing all the challenges. And when you actually do get around to doing the challenges themselves, you'll get given a buttload of unit experience cards and everything like that instead, which I personally think is a much better way of doing it, especially if you've got honor kicking about. If you need to get honor fast, if you're not too sure how to actually get honor, then FIFA quests is your best way of getting honor, but I do cover that in different videos on my channel, so go back and have a look at those now. So the Shenji Grenadiers, they are quite a unique unit. They are one of the few units which actually come wielding two different weapons, and these two different weapons have two different ammo counts as well. So you'll see in the gameplay footage right now I'm putting on the screen that there are two separate bars, one for the grenades, one for the musket bullets. And obviously these will run out the more you use them. Without the blue grenade doctrine, you will be able to use grenades twice before having to go back and resupply them. With the Shenji Doctrine 3, which increases the unit supply of grenades by 25%, you'll be able to use grenades 3 times before you go back and actually have to resupply them. But it's quite a nice way to kind of balance the unit, because the grenades are big burst damage kind of weapons, and they do a lot of damage over a very big area. However, I have noticed just playing through the bandit raids, it doesn't actually kill a lot of stuff, but it does damage and hurt a lot of stuff. So that is one way that they've kind of tried to balance and make sure that the unit's not totally overpowered, is by actually kind of reining in that blunt damage which is caused by the grenades. Their muskets, however, do a massive amount of damage. You're looking at 6-7k in the back of units, which is huge, and you're looking at about 3 to 4k shooting people in the face, which again is a lot of kind of firepower. Their rate of fire, they have improvements through their veterancy tree as well, which I'll go into in just a second. I have a doctrine which increases the rate of fire by 16% as well. There is a lot of different ways that you can kind of increase that rate of fire with the damage output that they do and the ammo reserve they have for it as well, because I haven't got any doctrines which actually increase the ammo reserve of the bullets. I haven't run out of bullets once yet, and I've had these guys firing for quite a long time, so their ammo reserve for the bullets is very, very good. They are a very damaging unit. They are obviously a little bit squishier in terms of melee. They can take a few hits, they can take a few knocks, I've noticed, but they can't sustain, or they can't survive in sustained melee, which they shouldn't be able to anyway, because it's a ranged unit. So make sure if the front line is very quickly approaching you, you want to be getting these guys out of there pretty damn quickly. So looking at the veterancy lines, you have the top line which increases their kind of rate of fire, their accuracy, their ammo count for the bullets. You have the bottom line which is all about their grenades, increasing the damage, increasing the throw range of the grenades, and increasing their cooldown time as well. I personally think this is the best tree to go down, because once you hit 30 and get the full amount of veterancy points, you can unlock this full bottom tree, plus as well you can actually go quite a fair way through the top line which unlocks the increased rate of fire by 6% for each time as well. So it actually, going this way, increases the damage output of these guys massively. You are losing a little bit of accuracy, you are losing a little bit of health and everything as well. However, when you actually use the grenade, it does kind of proc off a perk for these guys, which increases their accuracy, their speed of firing for a couple of seconds afterwards. So actually, you're not losing too much by not going across this top tree. And personally, I think the last point in this top tree, when a bullet hits the enemy, block is reduced by 200 points, isn't that great, to be fair. Yes, this could probably stack up and cause quite a bit of damage to units because they would no longer be able to block, but I think personally the grenade is going to serve you a lot better in kind of clearing different kind of chokeholds, bottlenecks, kind of pockets of enemies that have just grouped up together. Then the grenades are definitely going to be a much better kind of useful unit kind of composition for these guys. From what I have played of these guys so far, I am going to quite enjoy playing these, and their stats and their skills are very, very good, and we can see a lot of these being played in territory wars because they are great in urban settings, which is where all territory wars pretty much played in the siege battles, and they're going to have quite a lot of potential for actually damaging units, putting out kind of sustained damage onto things, and really helping out in defensive kind of battles. I don't see how much use they're going to be overly in attacking battles, although I can foresee people, once they get good with these and the grenade throwing, actually clearing out the tops of walls, so it allows their team to actually climb up the ladders and stuff. Other than that, they're definitely going to be a more defensive unit rather than attacking, I think. But it's going to be very interesting to see actually just how much these guys are used. I think for definitely the next few weeks, you're going to see a lot of them in siege battles, definitely. So I'm just flashing up all of their basic attributes and attack attributes now, and you can see their piercing armor penetration, their piercing damage is massively high. The blunt damage is okay, that is what the grenades are going to be scaling off. The piercing damage is going to be obviously their shots. Their defenses, they're just as good as any for ranged unit, to be honest. These guys are not meant to be played in melee range. However, because they are musket units, they do need to be a little bit closer than archer units, so it can put them in the firing line a little bit more than normal archer units. So just be very, very aware of that, because their range just is not as good as some of the archer units, so just be very aware of that. Are they worth getting? I think definitely at this point of time, how much I've played them, I would say they're a very, very good, fun unit to play, and I think everybody else that has actually unlocked them at this point will agree with me as well. I would say definitely get through and unlock these guys as quick as you possibly can. And if you can do it through the unit tree, do it through the unit tree. It's going to save you a buttload of time and effort. And when you actually do eventually get around to doing the challenges anyway, you'll get rewards from them. So it's win-win really doing it that way. Thank you very much for watching though, folks. If you have got these units already, please do let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on them. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you think they're OP? Do you think they're balanced? Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and as always folks, I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.